becoming an unbreakable man, building an unbreakable mentality, building an unbreakable body. This is the number one key for you to even become something worth calling a man. Yo, brother, it's time again. It's time for me to help you to from that dream that they have sold on to you, from that idea that something in your life should be easy, from that idea that your life should be a certain way. Brother, it doesn't work like that. What God gave you is what you have. Your life is what you have. What you have to deal with, which cards God decided to give you to play with, that's all you got. And now you can have one of two choices. You can either start crying about it and start looking at other people's cards and going that they play better cards, they have better knowledge, they had a better chance, or they had a better start in life. Or you can accept the cards you have, but you can also accept that if God gave you worse cards, He gave you them for one reason, because He wants you to become better than these guys that are playing with the easy ass cards. So brother, this episode today is I am going to break the self-lies that you have accepted, that the society wants you to have, and they want you to have them for one simple reason: to keep you weak and compliant so they can get you to do what they want, instead of get you to be doing, living, and creating the life that you are dreaming about, brother. So let's break one thing down. And the biggest thing that I want to break down, the biggest chain that is keeping men down nowadays, is depression. Guys, I hate this word depression. I am speaking so much against it, because believe me, I know exactly what every single letter in that word means. Depression. I've been there. Not only have I been there, I've lived pretty much 90% of my life there. But I just never called it depression, because guys, what you have to understand is that depression is a term created by the society to keep you weak. It's just a collective term of emotions that are negative. But guys, the word itself, negative, doesn't have to be a bad thing. How do you know that something in your life needs to change? It's not when everything is going your way. It's not when you are feeling amazing. It's not when life is handling you the best cards. You don't change when life is going your way. You change when life is going against you. That is when you are first trying to break the wall in your head. But when your head breaks on that wall, you realize that, okay, I have to get past that wall, and pounding it with my head doesn't work anymore. So I have to find different ways. The ways I know aren't working anymore. So I have to evolve. And that is exactly how life works, guys. And depression is taking all of that power of evolution away from you. Let me explain to you why. So first of all, guys, what is depression? Depression is something that you are feeling bad about in your life, but you just don't have the balls. You just don't want to look yourself in the mirror. You just don't want to look your life in the mirror, and you just decide to call it that something magical out of the blue happened and made you depressed. No, it doesn't work like that, guys. You are depressed for a reason, and that reason is a collection of multiple feelings. So guys, today I want to be helping you how to get rid of depression, because trust me, you don't need a minute of psychology. You absolutely do not need any medication, because depression is not a sickness. Depression is just you having emotions that you haven't isolated away one from the other, and you haven't started deciding what you're gonna do about those emotions, and you haven't understood why those emotions exist. So guys, depression is a negative collection of emotions, right? So is sadness, so is anger, so is hate, so is hopelessness. Well, when all those feelings come together, we, instead of choosing to separate them and look at them one by one, we just let them get together, create an army against us, an army we absolutely never can win any battle against, and call it a depression. And once you call something a depression, or once you call your state of mind a depression, you have lost already. There is not a chance you can win over depression, because that is an army. It's a collection of feelings that is going against you. Now, how do you win the battle against depression? And trust me, I don't care if you are in depression right now. If you're not, even if you're in the best moment of your life, this video is for you, brother, because at some point in life, I guarantee you that this lie, depression, will hit you. And if you have the tools how to attack it, then you will know exactly what to do, and you won't let it take over your life, and it will do much less damage than it would have done if you let it come in deep into your soul. So guys, depression, it's very simple. It's a collection of different emotions. What you have to do first and foremost is you have to sit down, take a pen and paper. Now guys, when you write things down, you have to engage your brain so deeply, because you are actually creating an understanding on something that was empty. You are using your brain that uses your hand to create an understanding of the problem. Once you are doing that, it's much easier to start creating a solution to the problem. As long as things sit only in your head, they are not real. If they are not real, you can't grasp them, you don't know what is the enemy, and you don't know what to attack. So pen and paper, guys, and sit down with your own thoughts in quietness. Don't ask anybody for any solutions, because I promise you guys, you got all the solutions in your head, in your soul. Why? Because you have the experience of your life. No shrink, no tablet, nobody will know your feelings and know your life better than your own head. And why the soul? Because God is speaking with you through your soul. But you are too preoccupied with listening to everybody else's opinion, asking everybody else for a quick fix, so you can't even hear what he's trying to tell you. Because guys, negative feelings are not there to destroy you. If you believe in God, which I am 100% certain of is existing and is running this show, He never does anything to destroy us. He does a lot of things that hurt to us. Why? Because He wants to build us up. Because guys, you've been watching my channel for a while, right? And you who are new, understand one thing. Pain is the only way for a man to grow. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't stick. If it doesn't stick, it doesn't last. If it doesn't last, that means you didn't learn and you didn't change. So pain is the ultimate form of change. Pain is all the fuel you need to make a change in your life. Now trust me, God knows this and He uses that. So when God puts something painful in front of you, it's not to punish you, it's not to hurt you, it's not to break you. It is to make you. The problem is that you don't understand how to use His tools. So guys, pen and paper, this is the most old school way to create a solution for a problem. And now what you have to do is, you have to sit your ass down with yourself, quiet, and take a look at why am I feeling depressed. Let's isolate those feelings. Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you mad? Are you hopeless? What are the problems in my life that I am facing, and what am I not facing? Because guys, most often the problems that you are facing in your life is not what makes you feel depressed or sad or hopeless or mad. It's those things that you refuse to see. It's those things that you are pushing away because they are just too hard to attack, and you are putting them in a corner because you hope that they will go away by themselves. It doesn't work like that, guys. Nothing disappears by itself. Not one problem in your life will ever disappear by itself. Those problems are sent by God for you to grow as a man. That means you have to look them in the eye. You have to understand why they came, and you have to understand what you have to do, what you have to change, what you have to build, and what kind of character you have to create to be able to solve those problems. And then guys, then is where the problem is going to disappear, but they will never disappear by themselves. And trust me, I've dealt with all the problems you can imagine. I promise you, I've dealt with anything life can throw at you. And whatever you live in the corner is just there feeding on you. It's feeding on you and getting stronger. For every day it stays in the corner, the problem is getting stronger and you are getting weaker. And when it finally is strong enough that it knows it can win over you, that is when it is coming in front of you and you cannot hide from it anymore. But now you're too weak to do anything about it, and that problem is too strong for you to win over it, and that is when it breaks you down. So guys, start understanding that problems in life will happen. Never, I don't care, you can make 100 millions, you can build a perfect body, you can have a crazy ass mindset, problems will always come. When you become an expert in life, you start becoming an expert and realizing there is a problem, and before the problem even knows that it exists, I already know it exists, and I attack it before it gets a chance to take its first breath, because then I can choke it out in a second. It haven't grown to becoming a big, bad problem in my life. So guys, don't shy away from anything. As soon as a negative feeling comes into your life, don't try to numb it. Don't try to get somebody to help you with it. Don't try to pretend that it doesn't exist. Don't try to shy away from it. You just stay directly in front of it and look, why did you come into my life? What is it that I am feeling bad about? Pen, paper, again, write down. Today, I feel like this. Why am I feeling like this? Look at your own words. Analyze yourself. Analyze your brain. Because guys, understand one thing. Your brain is only working against you because it is such a powerful tool that you don't know how to control. But once you take control over your brain, it stops working against you and it starts working for you. So see it like this, guys. Most of you have a driving license and you know how to drive a car, right? Remember first time you sat in a car, you were shitting your pants, you were dead scared. You didn't enjoy a second of that drive, right? Because you were a beginner, you didn't know how to handle that car. That car had 4, 2, 3, 900 horsepower, and you didn't know how to handle those horsepower. It was a powerful machine that could handle you, but you don't know how to make it do whatever it is that you want to do. And believe me, if a car can have 1,000 horsepower, well, you have 1,000,000,000 horsepower. You have God's horsepower in your body, in your brain. Trust me, this is the most powerful machine ever created. And now when this machine with all those millions and billions of horsepower gets started and it doesn't get controlled, when the driver is a shitty driver, trust me, this is the most dangerous thing on planet Earth, and history has showed it to us. There is a lot of powerful bad men that were out of control that pretty much almost ran this world to the ground. So trust me, this machine is the biggest horsepower factory on the planet, and if you don't learn how to drive it, it is going to drive you straight into a wall and you are going to crash. So becoming strong mentally, becoming strong physically, it is not a luxury that you can afford at some time in your life when you have done all of the other stuff that you are lying to yourself that is more important. No, becoming an unbreakable man, building an unbreakable mentality, building an unbreakable body, this is the #1 key for you to even become something worth calling a man. So let's break it down, guys. What is a man? What are you expected to do as a man? Well, as a man, you are expected to be able to handle everything. True or not? Your wife, your woman, she expects you to know what to do when shit hits the fan. Your kids, they expect you to know what to do when shit hits the fan. That is the job of a man. When everybody else around you is crashing down, they are falling apart because they don't know what to do about the situation, how can you become the man of that situation? Because you have to be able to go, everybody, calm down, I got this, you just follow me. Don't worry about one thing, I got this. But how in the world will you have the confidence to tell this to anybody when you are falling apart on everything that hits your head? Guys, understand one thing. Building up a mindset is not a luxury. Building up a mindset is a necessity. Trust me, guys, I'm coming from nothing. I've had everything coming against me, and I've created this dream life in Dubai. Wherever I go, I just build everything that I want, and I've restarted from zero. I'm coming from absolute zero, and I have taken myself up to the highest tops that I could see and crashed myself down to the bottom from them and build up again, build up higher and crashed and build up. And I will probably keep doing this for the rest of my life. Why? Because I love the challenge. I search for the challenge. My biggest problem in life is when there is no more bad cards to be played. I don't like playing good cards. Why? Because it's not about winning. I want to know that I won against all odds. Why? Because I know one thing, guys. When I know that I can win with the worst odds against all odds, when I know that I can be an absolute underdog and I can win, that gives me the confidence to take on other people's lives. Because I know one thing, come behind me, whoever stands behind me, whoever lets me lead, whoever needs to be protected by me, they don't have to worry about one thing, because I can carry my problems and I can carry all of their problems on my shoulders. That's why God gave me these shoulders. And trust me, I'm not a lucky bastard. Every single one of you can and should become exactly like this. This is why I'm preaching to you guys. I want every single man on this planet to be maximally strong. Because guys, remember, strong men, they don't do bad things. Weak men do bad things. Why? It's simple, guys. Think about this. How hard is it to follow God's way? It's extremely hard. You have to have self-control. You have to have control over your emotions. You have to have control over your urges. You have to have control over your brain. You have to have totalitarian control over yourself to follow God's path, because it's hard to follow God. It's easy to follow the devil, isn't it? You just have to do whatever you feel for. Do all of that bad stuff. Do all of the stuff that makes you feel good for the moment, but absolutely wreck you in the long-term perspective. Well, God's way is exactly opposite. God's way feels hard in the moment, but it builds you up in the long-term perspective. So to follow God, you need to be hard. You need to be strong, physically and mentally. Do you think that God gave this human body a potential to build muscles because He don't want you to build muscles? Do you think God gave man the potential of being unbreakable in his mindset because He wants you to be weak and soft? No. If He instilled it in you, it's because He wants you to become that. Because by becoming strong mentally and physically, you can actually be a part of God's plan of taking the human race forward in life. A weak man doesn't make anything go forward. He destroys everything and makes everything go backwards. Why? Because he is a slave to his weakness. Guys, understand one thing. As a man, it is your duty, and especially if you're a man of God, it is your duty to take away any kind of weakness in your life, because that weakness is what the devil feeds off. It's hard to be a man of God. It's easy to be a man of the devil. Now you choose who you want to be following, guys. Underdog mentality for life. Unbreakable man. That is what we are. Ow.